Greetings and shalom. So there's been a lot of controversy over the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime show or performance. Of course, there was a lot of symbolism in that performance with the Uncle Sam, Samuel Jackson. But we know that Samael is the angel. That's the power for the Edomites or the Caucasian in this society. When one looks at Mr. Kendrick Lamar, we also have to realize that, you know, for all intents and purposes, he's a poet, but he's a entertainer, meaning what? He's a minstrel for the Jewish or the Caucasian Jews that run the society. And the symbolism's all there. It's just he's playing that archetype or that savior type of figure. But right here we have a Rolling Stones magazine, Kendrick Lamar, the greatest rapper alive. And of course, the light is shown between his two eyes. Of course, those are the two pillars, Freemasonry. Okay? Now, the Hebrew book tells us not to put our trust in man. Okay? No man is our savior. Okay? So we have to establish that. I know Kendrick Lamar states he's a quote-unquote Hebrew Israelite. Okay? But it doesn't mean he's a savior. Okay? All intents and purposes, he is a poet. He is a great performer. He is not a savior of the so-called black race or black community. Like I stated many times on my own platform, black is not a race. White is not a race. This is all about Freemasonry and the checkerboard, the chess. Let the pawns go first, okay? But notice right here at the Esquire magazine, he's throwing up the Baphomet or the Monte Cornelio sign. So right here we have another photo cover of Mr. Kendrick Lamar, aka the chosen one, right? You gotta remember, these are paid actors, rappers, poets, whatever term you want to use. Okay, I don't trust actors or politicians. Keyword, they're actors or activists. They have a bigger agenda or serving someone else's purpose or goal because they're bought and paid for. So right here we have a side-by-side, Mr. Kendrick Lamar, and I forgot who this brother is to the right, but you notice the color pattern, right? The white, the red, and the black, or the black, white, and red, okay? The black mass, okay? A lot of these people that a lot of people worship in the entertainment industry are nothing but Masons and Luciferians, okay? They're trying to get people, especially those who follow the Christian doctrine, to believe that, you know, Lucifer is the God or whatnot, okay? The light bringer, okay? But this is what they're trying to promote to the masses of people, believe it or not, to choose the left-hand side. And of course, you know, the great work, right? The secrecy. I will not tell, right? Now, if you're looking for entertainers to be your savior or your truth tellers, then sadly, you're mistaken or lost, because a lot of these people, like I stated earlier, are bought and paid for. They know who their bread or who butters their bread, okay? They're all throwing up the 6 sign, okay? 666. I mean, this is old, but you get the point. So right here, I do believe this is Kendrick Lamar's second LP or album, How to Pimp a Butterfly. And we know that in Hollyweird, the butterfly is symbolic for monarch programming. So is he under the programming? Who knows? I think he is. He has that martyr or savior archetype. And a lot of people are falling into that trap and snare, like he's a truth teller, or he's going to start a revolution. The revolution is going to be televised. No, it's not. So right here it states origins of the name. Monarch mind control is named after the monarch butterfly, an insect who begins its life as a worm, representing undeveloped potential, and after a period of cocooning programming, is reborn as a beautiful butterfly, the monarch slave. Some characteristics specific to the monarch butterfly are also applicable to mind control. So right here we have another photo cover of Mr. Kendrick Lamar. And we must remember that the black, white, and red is veneration for witches, or the black mass, or Pan, okay? This is what they're telling us through the symbolism of their colors and different hand gestures and different schemes. Of course, right here we have Rolling Stones, and we see the color scheme, the white, the red, and the black, okay? I mean, they tell us all throughout these different photo covers of different celebrities or whatnot. You believe that your favorite celebrity is down with the cause or revolution. Yeah, right. Now, I'm not calling him this, but when you look up the etymology of the word minstrel, it says 1200, a servant, a functionary, 1300, instrumental, musician, singer, or storyteller, like rappers used to be back in the day, right? From Old French, minstrel, entertainer, poet, musician, servant, workman, also good for nothing, a rogue, etc. Okay? The connection or the connecting notion to entertainers is the gesture, musician, etc. as a court position. So if we're looking at the pyramid, right, these are just the people set up to keep you distracted. Just like they do in the so-called black community. They get these dumbass motherfucking, excuse my language, entertainers. They don't have a voice. They're bought and paid for. And yet they put these distractions in the so-called black community, just like athletes. They've been told yes all their life. They're not going to lead so-called black people to the promised land. What's the end game? They don't have one. Because all they do is complain about the same things, and it's like a hamster wheel. It keeps going around and around and around and around and around. The answer is in the book. That's why they made the book of Eli. Eli means what? My God, or the book of my power. The power is in the book. It's you, the people itself. So right here we have another photo cover. I guess when he was first starting out, right? As we can see, the red, the white, and the black. And we had another warlock behind Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Dr. Dre. There's a reason why they wear all black. Okay, it's a ceremony, it's ritual. It's like Kanye West. Don't let Kanye West fool you with, oh, I'm a Jew, or, I'm Hebrew. Nah, man, that's just, you already know he got alternate or multiple personalities or whatnot. Get out, right? That was about him. But these entertainers, man, they done sold, they've been bought and paid for. Remember this guy right here? What do they have in common with your entertainers? Okay, they're all worshiping the same entity. Okay, the Phoenician or the Canaanite Baal or Baal religion, or Luciferian, Satanism, whatever term people want to use. And this is why they promote that shit so hard, A lot of people, mad about the information that's going to come up about Michael King or Martin Luther King, but the truth has to be told one way or another. Our people, we worship or idolize a lot of people. That was part of Israel's problem. But as you can see right here on the pyramid, you have the Pope, the Council of 13, the Council of 33, the Council of 500, Ben and Aberth, pronouncing it right, probably butchered that. You have communism, okay, the Scottish Rites of Freemasonry, the York Rites, the Blue Masons, John Masons, the Rotary, Lions, Odd Fellows, etc., YMCA, Path Finders, etc., and Masons, no aprons, okay? So, a lot of these organizations are set up to, to do good or look good, but where are they getting their esoteric or knowledge from? The left or right-hand side? And if it was from the right-hand side, why ain't the earth in a better condition? Why are people in the conditions that they're in? That question has to be asked too. So all the world's a stage, right? You got your kings, your queens, your rooks, knights. Then you got your pawns, okay? People who are the lower or the base are just used to move the pieces to get the game moving. In chess, the pawns go first. So don't be out here trying to be a savior for everyone or every other race besides your own. Peace.